And then when he got arrested, he did what civilians do. He told the truth and cooperated with the police. That's what civilian people do. They don't got no code.
But,
street code don't apply to them.
Yeah, okay. How do you feel?
Now, how you feel? Would you, let's say, would you personally do an interview? Would you do an interview with a known snitch?
Well, he was just doing
I would do that. Ain't nothing. He just was trying to see where the boy was at. He ain't talking that. But at the shit that I seen, he checked him on everything he was saying.
Yeah, right. Everything.
Yeah. So, hey, you know where code come from. If you know where everything supposed to go, why not sit down with a nigga that don't know everything? Hey, you can't. He didn't want to see where he was at.
But motherfucker was mad at Wack for having an interview.
I don't think nothing to be mad at him about.
And so they calling Wack out, saying that Wack is sitting up, clout chasing, breaking the street code by interviewing a known snitch.
He broke down. He said everything that was supposed to be said. That he didn't do nothing. What did he do wrong?
Now I agree with that, but that's what the backlash is about. And so him and I don't know if y'all seen that Wack and 21 Savage got into it earlier today, either yesterday or earlier today on Clubhouse, because Tekashi brought up the fact that he seen 21 Savage in the club, and he said 21 Savage didn't do nothing, didn't move, didn't come with toys or nothing, but 21 Savage is calling him a snitch and a bitch and a rat and making rap with rainbow hair.
He is all that.
Right. And so Wack agreed with him and said, well, I agree with you on that. If he seen you in the club and he's saying that you're a bitch and all this stuff and the rat, he should have moved on you.
Right.
So
don't talk about it. Yeah, don't talk about it.
So you think that 21 Savage should have pressed Tekashi 6ix9ine if he really felt
if he felt that certain way.
He said what he said though, and I feel like it's up to 6ix9ine to press him. That's like me calling a nigga a bitch. Just because I call you a bitch, you a weirdo, you a fake nigga, you a snitch. I don't gotta do nothing.
Show it then.
It's up to you.
Show it then.
It's up to you at that
point. Show me what I am.
So I don't feel like 21 Savage did anything wrong in that situation. He sat there and waited to see if Tekashi was going to do something.
Well, but Tekashi ain't got an issue with him. He's saying he got an issue with Tekashi because he snitched.
Everybody has an issue with Tekashi for snitching.
I don't.
Well, a lot of Americans do.
You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people.
And a lot of.
But do you think that was? You don't think that he did no whole shit?
No. I think that the niggas that let him get in did the whole shit. I think that the niggas who took this man that they didn't know, who never was a blood before he met them 12 months prior to him getting arrested and snitching on them, to come in at the top level because he had money. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't have money, the man would have never probably even been in there.
Okay. So let's break it down too though.
Okay.
So Jim Jones is from that same hood.
Right.
He ain't did no whole ass shit like that.
They said Jim Jones, my man. I don't even want to speak on that man, but they said that he's a snitch. I don't know how true that is.
Well, Tekashi say that he's informant because he's on tape.
Okay.
He's on tape talking about conspiracy to commit murder because they saying that Tekashi 6ix9ine should be super violated. And the thing is that the niggas did the whole shit by inviting this man in just clearly based on the bag. Jim Jones, and so yeah, he used to run with them, but
Shotty now?
Yeah, that's the same hood. Yeah, the same hood.
So Jim Jones is from there. Them used to be the little niggas up under him. You know what I'm saying? And so, like Tekashi said, when he came in, the niggas was broke, sleeping on the rug. You know what I'm saying? Like
Shotty and them?
Yeah, he said they were broke. All of them was broke. One was living with their baby mama. Shotty was sleeping on the floor on the rug.
I ain't heard all that, so I can't speak on that.
Yeah, when you watch the video, when you watch the interview, that's when he touches on it and say that Jim Jones didn't give him shit. So he's like, Jim Jones left him fucked up. He came and put the niggas on, and then the niggas double backed on him.
Well, that's what you should expect that from the hood. You know what I mean? It just depends on circumstances. So if hypothetically speaking, the smartest dumb people make it, all of the niggas from our old hoods or wherever we from, will act like they've been rocking with us. And then the minute they feel like they get a chance to pull a fast one on us, that's what they'll do. So that's part of being in the hood. Like the hood come with unknown circumstances. So what Tekashi went through is normal. I was robbed by my OG. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't want to get into specific details, but everybody noticed it. Like, I was robbed by a nigga that I trusted. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I feel like that comes with the territory of just being in any type of hood shit or being involved in any type of illegal activity.
But robbery and throwing a nigga under the bus,
no, they kidnapped them and try to extort them. So it's no difference. Robbery, extort is hand in hand.
Right. Well, to that point, I don't agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I think that happens in situations that just like my niggas that I who I hang around with, that I'm the neighborhood that I'm grew up in. Them the only really niggas who I fuck with. I got a couple of new friends who, that's you, Spence, Kev. You know what I'm saying? But as far as hanging with niggas, I've been knowing these niggas for 40 years. I spent the night, you know what I'm saying? Right. I spent the night at their crib. Right, you know what I'm saying? If they see my mom, they calling her by her name. They go, Miss Vaughn, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? And so they brought this man in, like Brandy said, they brought him in. He was grown. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers been breaking bread together in this neighborhood probably since they was tots. 5, 6, went to elementary school together. Yeah. And here y'all bringing in some grown ass man and let him get to the top level. He calling shots.
Right.
He's sitting up putting.
Oh, he don't vote with me. Hey, take him out.
Yeah, he's sitting up putting price. Yeah, he's sitting up putting the price on the nigga. Yeah. Putting prices on motherfuckers' head. And they going for it.
Hey, I want to stick on this topic too much. We got other topics. I feel like it's time to jump to other topic. The other topic is a lady embarrassed her daughter on social media. Let's go to that, and then we'll do the meth head, and then we'll do we can do the Dr. Dre shit, but I'd rather save that.
No,
all right, so the lady embarrassed her daughter, went on social media. We have the video. She basically was cussing her daughter out on social media, talking about she sucked dick and some blah, blah, blah.
I thought we did this one already.
We did. Remember I told you the lady's daughter ran away, and then the lady was asking social media.
That's new right here. The other one.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play it for y'all at the same time I play it for the fans. So let's watch this clip on the lady doing this. Yeah, here we go.
You wasn't pleasing, motherfucking goddamn, you wasn't pleasing. No. Right here. How old are you?
Please.
How old are you?
14.
You're 14, right?
Yes.
You had sex how many times?
1.
Okay, you sucking dick?
No.
You sucking dick?
No.
Do your mama even let you do all this bullshit?
No, ma'am.
Say goodbye to your followers.
Goodbye.
I would not have a phone.
I would not have a phone.
I would not have Instagram.
I have Instagram.
I'm sitting here reading all these comments and everything. I done been up and down all these streets, best friends, everything. I done called everybody. And everybody's sitting here saying this is embarrassing and you shouldn't be doing this. But if I get that knock on the door in the morning and they saying that my baby is dead, or I get that call saying I need to go to the hospital because she's been raped or she's been drugged, or if I get that call and say, Mama, I don't know where I'm at, I've been snatched up, then I'm embarrassing. This is wrong. All this is wrong. Y'all been all on social media sending me fake. People been sending me fake addresses. People been giving me fake phone numbers and calls and everything. Do y'all know y'all messing with somebody's child? Would y'all want y'all mama sitting here waiting? Because I'm sitting here waiting. Motherfuckers talking about I ain't shedding no tears and all this shit. I got to keep it together because I have a whole nother other child in here.
All right, so basically that's the video. A lady embarrassed her daughter, went Instagram, Facebook Live, telling her daughter she ain't shit. Her daughter was begging her not to do it. A day later, her daughter ran away, and she was looking for her daughter on social media. And if anybody know me, I love these topics because we all parents and we can all relate. So, for me personally, I feel like, what the fuck did you expect? That's what comes with embarrassing your child like that. Because, shit, a whooping to embarrass your child, let alone. There's children that run away after being spanked or whooped or cussed out. What do you think is going to happen when to the world you telling the world she sucked dick and she's fucked and like some weird shit, and then the next day she run away? So in my personal opinion, that girl did what she was supposed to do. She got the fuck up out of Dodge. And you shouldn't expect nothing less. And when you go back to social media looking for advice and where she's at, and they sending you fake addresses, bitch, they don't want they should have called CPS on your ass when you did that video.
What what exactly did she do?
Yeah. She was mentally abusing her child. Mentally
CPS that ain't gonna do nothing.
Well, yeah.
But she was mentally abusing her child
By saying she sucked dick.
And
do she?
No, she's saying this to the world. She ain't saying this
Okay.
to her. She ain't having a private conversation. It don't matter. She not having a private conversation.
The girl said
with
no.
her daughter. I would never in my wildest dreams embarrass my children like that.
But the girl said no.
Listen.
So the allegation's not true.
Basically,
And she answered the allegation.
It's not for the fucking internet. Keep shit in house.
Right. So
I think that's why a lot of people is fucked up right now because motherfuckers want to put that shit on the internet.
Right? It's not.
No damn
so
reason.
she would have cornered her. So the only thing that makes it abuse because she recorded it.
Yeah. Well, no.
So
no,
if she wouldn't have recorded it.
No, it's now recorded abuse. It's abuse in general.
Like asking her if she sucked dick.
Listen. Yeah.
Why?
Katie said that's weird. Robin said that's not okay. Brandy said so. Does this prevent that knock on the door fear from being embarrassed again? I'm confused. Janice said this is abuse. Instead of shaming her, teach her so she can protect herself now that she's sexually active.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not doing that with no child. Listen, my son don't like. Shout out to Navy. Shout out to Young Donor. He donated for.
Yeah, that's what's up, baby. That's what's up.
But my son don't like to take pictures. I don't go out my way to take pictures of him and post them on social media. My son is just not a social media guy.
Right.
But to me, I understand that. There's no different than a woman putting her child on blast and videotaping her without her consent and telling her she's a hoe.
But I'm trying to figure out where's the abuse come in at. Now I understand that she's clout chasing by recording this and putting it on
So was
live.
her daughter supposed to run? Was her daughter supposed to run away? That's a better question. Because to me, her daughter did what the fuck she should have done.
She did what she wanted to do after being embarrassed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now you're on social media asking people for guidance or help, and it's not working.
Right.
So who's to blame? Is it the mom or is it the daughter?
Well, the mom behavior is off. That's clearly off course. But the only thing that's off is the recording of the interaction. You know what I'm saying? So if you find out that your daughter is sexually active, I don't know how she found out. The video doesn't describe that. And so if you find out that your 14-year-old daughter is sexually active with many...
It's definitely a better way to go around.
She said, I call CPS frequently for my job, and unfortunately mental abuse is not priority to them. Yeah. They have their hands full. No, Katie. Yeah, but again, somebody asking the kid if they sucking dick isn't mental abuse. Somebody asking the kid who they found out is sexual.
Who's to say that LV or psychiatrist or somebody that's in the psychology that knows that? Because to me,
the world.
I'm just saying it was a better way she could have came at her daughter.
So have you ever asked your son, have you had some pussy before?
In private, yes.
Okay, so the recording is the only thing. So the actual asking her if she sucked dick, you don't have an issue with. Or if she's, how many men she fucked, you don't have an issue with that.
Yeah.
And so where's the abuse? The abuse is the recording?
It's just the way she came at her. I guess that's what they saying the abuse is.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Of course, she found out that her 14-year-old daughter is sexually active. She's upset, and so she's asking her, How many dudes are you fucking? Did you sucking dick her daughter? No. She wouldn't think that for nothing. And so if you run off because someone
Mom, do you suck dick?
Yeah. I learned it from you, okay?
You suck dick?
Yeah. I got this from you.
I am younger than you.
Brandy said the intent was to embarrass her, and that's the problem.
That's the problem. That's all I'm saying. The way she came at her.
The embarrassment is what the abuse is.
So what about?
So if hypothetically speaking, if moms is in a room where her daughter said, "Do you suck dick?" That's not embarrassing. That's not mental abuse. Brandy was dead on. The embarrassing part was the abuse.
So what about the parents that put the sign on the kids and parade them down the sidewalk with that "I steal"?
That's abuse. We have to become familiar with abuse. It is.
That part. That just like that shit.
Laurent, we have to become familiar with the way the human brain works.
So basically everything is abuse then.
Right.
Anything
that's what you saying. The way you saying.
Anything that's degrading from your
that's
leaders.
Not abuse. It's not degrading and everything.
Laurent, everything
degrading is not abuse.
From your leader it is. You can degrade me and say, "You fat motherfucker," that ain't degrading me. Okay? We're friends, we joke like that. It's a joke. We're having fun. But from my mom, a person that raised me, or my father, a person that raised me, when they cut the kid's head bald, so you
why where is it? There has to be another word besides abuse to fit that.
Mental abuse is the word.
No, that's not
Put the mental in front of it.
No.
All right.
Why? Hold on. Read what Janice said.
I gotta see it. Let's see here.
What she say? But I'm trying to figure out, Katie, why are you calling CPS on people and trying to get their kids taken away and put them in a system that don't give a fuck about them, and that's been proven that the motherfucking that it's been proven that system is a flawed, failed system.
It is
the Child Saving Institute, all of them shits is failed, and all them shits is flawed. The foster care shit, the emergency homes, they get abused in. And so if you calling CPSs on people, you better make sure, you should be very aware of what you're doing. Because somebody getting screamed at or somebody getting told that they ass is fat and that you don't need another fucking donut doesn't mean that CPS need to be called on them. And so you sitting up talking about calling CPS on people, parents and their kids and shit. You playing that's a deadly game that you playing because they going into a fucked up system that don't give a fuck about them. And these are facts.
Stereotype about CPS.
What you talking about? I know people in the system.
I agree with you, Abdi.
What you talking about? I know people that's been in there. I know people that's been in the Child Saving Institute. I know motherfuckers that lived at these homes where they do the emergency housing at. My football coach, a man that I would never thought do nothing like that at all, was taking kids in and having sex with them. That just gave them like 75 to 100 years. You know what I'm saying? And so you should be careful.
You don't know what you don't know You're throwing a kid into a situation that
you have no idea what's going on. Yeah. You should be careful. You think you're doing something good, but you don't know what you're throwing them into. Right. You might be throwing them to the wolves. You don't think predators? They lurk in those situations like that. Lurk on the motherfucking on vulnerable children and knowing that these children need homes to go to. Oh yeah, I need him. Send him here. They go out and buy houses. Yeah. That kid right there, I need him. Yeah. Send him here. And then they end up getting fucked and all type of shit. Yeah. I seen it. It's real. That's a great point, man. It's real. And so now, and I'm not attacking you because I trust your judgment. If you feel somebody
my family been in foster homes and all that shit too, so I didn't see a whole lot of
I didn't see both ends on it.
But like you say, my motherfucking people always been good caregivers, but then they got other people in the house. And then they try to take advantage. You don't know what you throwing them motherfuckers into. Because then now you got a kid that's coming into the house and a kid with a predator in the house.
I
didn't see a lot of that.
I want to say
shit.
this: the most vulnerable people, me and LV had this conversation, and me and a couple other people had this conversation. The most vulnerable people in the world is the ones that's adopted. No offense, and shout out to Lauren. Lauren was actually in here.
I'm not saying you do.
No, but listen, the most vulnerable
thing.
people is the ones that's adopted because they suffer abandonment. You are naturally issued abandonment issues when you say because
you step off the porch, as soon as you off the porch.
When my mama, my own, and this is no offense to anybody. This is me trying to teach people about how most human brains work. When my own mama, like I suffer abandonment issues. Me and everybody know me and my mom don't get along at all. I still love my mom to death, but that leads me to doing things I would never do normally. Like stick around a motherfucker that I know only love me when they need me or when they want something from me. I'm talking about men, women, it don't matter. I've never been able to leave a situation because my mama left me. My mama don't fuck with me or my mama choose, and that creates this energy within me to where if Leland, as long as Leland's cool with me, I'm cool with him. And then I had to learn how to separate myself from that shit, which it took me 39 years on earth to learn that. I had to separate myself from people that didn't mean me no good. But why I stuck with so many people that meant me no good is because I had abandonment issues myself from my own trauma and my own things I was going through with my family. Right. So like I said, I don't have brothers like that, so I made LaRon my brother. Or I made, you know what I'm saying? So that's what adopted people do. So back to the key point. The key point is these people become vulnerable. Yeah. They're very vulnerable and be taken advantage of in the slightest way as a youngin', not as an adult. But I'm saying, like, as a young girl that's 13 years old, her daddy didn't want her. She's now staying with this woman that then took her in, and this woman's boyfriend is here, and this woman's boyfriend is telling her how beautiful she is, and then it's an ongoing cycle that nobody wants to talk about. Right. Nobody.
And so they don't. You know what I'm saying? They don't. That's the same way the city council guy, the black dude that was running the gamers or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He was fucking on the 15-year-old vulnerable adult. You know what I'm saying? That got took into his mama house. His mama was watching kids. He ended up in a relationship with the motherfucking woman. A long-term relationship.
And I'm on?
Yeah. You remember the GameStop dude?
You remember the GameStop dude that was running for like city council or governor or chairman?
Nope.
Yeah, they was all over. We talked about it on one of our shows.
Did we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, so when they charged him, when he got charged, it was because his mom was taking in emergency housing for children, and he was grooming them. He was a predator. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He was a predator. He seemed, you know what I'm saying?
Let's not get too a debt on him because.
Fuck him.
Fuck him.
Shit, you know what I'm saying?
But anyway, hey, all that shit ain't good. Like you said, you tapped in good on that. So
you did.
Yeah, so.
And CPS in those situations, she's in a lose-lose though. LV, I can't stress that enough. And the lose-lose is she's now being mentally abused by her mother. The second loss could be calling CPS and her going to a home with some family members that ain't really
right. That's it.
Yeah, she in the lose.
That's the first best thing. If family don't take you in, now you into the
you at the wolves.
Yeah. If family don't take you in, nigga,
you out there with the wolves. Ain't no telling where she at.
Right.
She probably laying with one of the motherfuckers that her mom caught fucking on, some 20-year-old man.
Y'all think it's time for the Dr. Dre conversation?
We can. I don't give a fuck.
No idea.
Shit, but she probably laying with one of the men that the mom had a problem with.
Who knows? Hey,
and like, how old is you?
You don't know where you don't know where you're gonna go at that point.
I want to say this before we even decide to jump topics. I have an 11-year-old daughter. Shout out to Aviana. I love her to death. That's my heart. That's my fucking soul. My kids are my soul. I try to teach my kids, and I preach to my daughter every day how beautiful she is. So when some stranger come along and tell her how beautiful she is, she don't even care about it because she's been told that her whole life. And we have to groom our kids. Because I can call my daughter a yellow, light-skinned, skinny motherfucker, some weird shit that'll disturb her. I've never done it. I'm telling you, because I, as a child, was verbally abused by many people, not just parenting or nothing like that.
Yeah, not even necessarily daughters and sons. It just can go any way.
I'm saying but I'm saying like us as men or us as fathers, I always, which like shout out to LB, he's a great
Definitely daughter,
he's a
though.
great
I
pop
believe so.
right now and stuff like that. But me, I'm telling y'all, it's in my soul
My
to preach to
poem.
my daughter, like every day, how beautiful she is, how she's gonna get married.
That's
how
what
she
you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
Well, now I
And
agree
still
with that. I agree with that. But still, there's a word out there that trumps whatever the fuck that you're saying.
Well, which is that?
Peer pressure.
Peer pressure is a motherfucker.
I can tell my kids, hey man, you musty a little bit. Why don't you go in there and take a shower, man, or something? Get, you know what I'm saying? Do something with yourself. I don't want to. Why you worry about me taking a shower? Then
That ain't peer pressure. That ain't not peer
no, not for
Well,
me.
he about to say
But
peer
then let one of his peers come along and be like, man, you stink, man. You done had that shit on all day, man. Get on away from me with that, man. Oh, look at stinky booty.
No.
You know what that kid will do?
If you smell your son stinking, you say, nigga, get your ass in the shower. This one, it ain't no, oh, you
That's
kind of
what
smell it. You kind of smell it.
Hold on.
We parent the same.
Hold on.
Leland
Up
is-
until what age?
Leland's
Nigga, until you're old enough to get your ass in the shower.
Okay,
Hey, we
so
parent the same.
so you
Leland's
telling a
reality.
16-year-old,
Telling a grown man, hey,
you telling a grown
son,
man,
hey, son, get your ass in the shower.
That's
You stink,
me.
my
What
nigga.
if you say
Son,
no?
22. If you stinking, son,
That's me.
what if you say no? I don't want
That's
to take a
me.
shower.
That's me. Well,
That what they say?
But-
That's
but-
what we
but-
tell
but when you
motherfuckers.
gain-
Comb your hair.
but listen.
Kid will tell you,
But listen.
I want my hair like this.
But when you say,
All
what
right.
if they don't get in the shower? That's why you create and build rapport with your children to where that's not a conversation. Like me, my son know when I get too aggressive or overly aggressive. He
I'm
knows.
just talking about you saying you.
So when
musty,
they
son.
grow,
You saying you musty,
When
son.
you grow,
when-
Kinda
when-
stink.
when-
my
It ain't
son
no,
is
you're
bigger
not
than
kind
me.
of stinking.
My
No,
son-
that don't mean
son,
that is
get
he
your ass in
mentally
the shower,
bigger than
son.
you.
You stink.
Do his
man.
mental,
He's
do his
bigger than-
mental.
I think
do-
my son think. I think my son think he could whoop me, which is fine. But he's bigger than me.
Yeah, I can see how he
Yeah.
might feel that way.
Yeah. But the respect and the rapport is there.
That's it. That's all.
But
That's it.
is fuck,
Hey.
fuck how tall he is. It's his mental growth equal his height.
No, it
No,
don't.
he's not
Your
sure.
word is ball.
He's 19.
He's not-
What's that, young?
He's
Word.
not even an adult yet.
In the
He's a
house.
young
Wow.
adult. He's
Hey.
a young adult.
He can sign up to get to the military.
You can't go sign up and go
Okay.
get a bottle. You can't go sign up and.
Hey, regardless of the fact how the conversation is delivered, it ain't no beating around the bush. If you think that's how, if you think his ass is funky, deliver the message direct. It ain't no beating around the bush.
I want to say this.
Damn, hey son, you stink
Hey, man,
like a
I tell them
motherfucker.
I
You stink
tell-
like a motherfucker. Get in the shower.
I tell them
That's
motherfuckers
it.
that they stink.
Ain't
But
no
I'm
beating
not
around the
gonna
bush.
make nobody
No.
take no
We're
shot.
about to jump topics, but before we do that, we got to pay these bills.
Regardless of that.
Recently, we've had bad storms. Need your roofing, siding, gutters done? Better contact Chris at 402-669-3472. Also, Chris is part of the Backpack Drive. Shout out to Chris. He's donated money. He made sure kids have backpacks.
Definitely appreciate it.
Yes, we love you to death, bro. And shout out to you for helping us grow as a company. So we're going to switch topics because Yo-Yo in here. Shout out to Yo-Yo. She donated as
You
well.
can't mess with my
Hit
yo-yo.
the Cash App. We love you so much, Yo-Yo. Thank you for that. Like we said, we're doing a loaded backpack giveaway. This is all the supplies that comes in the backpack.
Okay, what you got? Some candy bars?
We should put some in there. We still can. We still can throw a couple
Motherfucker.
Yeah, we
candies
can
in
still
there.
keep loading up.
Motherfucker get thrown
If
out
anybody want
first
to
period.
donate, y'all reach out to us. Right now, the actual giveaway will be at Elmwood Park, 5 to 7. Due to circumstances, if it's too hot, because we're hearing that it's going to be a hot day, we might switch locations. We won't get a location until we find out specifically where the location will be. But as of right now, the location will be at Elmwood Park, Tuesday from 5 to 7.
We gotta at least make sure the kid make it back to the car
And you
with
get
the
free
backpack.
food. You get free
It's
food.
gonna be 100 degrees.
Shout out to the parents. Make sure you don't feed the kids before they come. We're gonna have hot dogs and hamburgers, chips, pop. We're gonna make sure the kids are straight. Baby gonna be on the grill, taking care of Ron, and baby gonna be on the grill. We're gonna be straight. So let's switch topics now. Let's get to the next topic, bro. We got 30 minutes. Let's get to the next. Well, we got
Hit the topic.
27 minutes, but we'll be fine. Because
I don't give a fuck. Shit,
all right, let's
we
go.
can I can go all
Dr.
night.
Dre's daughter.
Shit.
Dr. Dre's daughter said that she literally is homeless, and her dad hasn't looked out for her, given her any money for multiple months, and she's homeless. So let's have this conversation. Dr. Dre's daughter, LaRon, the camera can see you. You had to. Look how funny it is. Look, the camera can see. Look. He's snuck off. All right, so this is the conversation. His daughter is 38 years old. I can't wait to have this conversation with LV because this motherfucker LV is a motherfucker. What's your opinion, LV, on Dre's daughter being homeless and he's a billionaire?
Well, my take on it is that she want to be homeless. You want to be homeless.
Brandy couldn't wait to hear your opinion. By the way.
She wants to be homeless. She had children that she's responsible for that she's not being responsible for. So how do you expect for someone to do something that you're not doing? And so you want your dad to be responsible for you because you his daughter, but she got children that she's not responsible for, that she's not taking care of. So how can you expect something that you're not giving?
All right, I'm so glad you said this. And it seems like the trend that's going on in our comments from Yo-Yo and Brandy is saying she need to take care of herself now. So
right.
I want to say this, and I'm about to, me and my black friends about to beef like a motherfucker. This is the problem with black society. We already think we have to fend for ourselves because our parents wasn't able to do the things that we want to do. So I'm gonna tell you like this: if I'm a fucking billionaire, my child will never work. I don't give a fuck. She's 50. Listen, this is what you work for. Why as black people do we try? Why as black people we decide to say when our kids, no, that's my child. Listen, if my son is 50, I'm 70. As long as I'm kicking and alive. Anything he needs from me, you can't get too grown. You're my child. I brought you in this world. That's
all right, so
what's
how
wrong.
about this? Okay.
But that's what's wrong with black culture, though, to me.
Well, I understand that.
We always had to fend for ourselves.
I understand that. I understand everything you said.
Everybody do.
So,
no, white culture don't. White culture don't.
Yes, they do.
When the last time the Trump son worked?
Hold on. Trump had to go get a job. He put him on the board of his cabinet. Trump earned that.
So he gave him a job.
So people, this was wrong with our society. That same way, you be doing that, your kids be waiting for you to die so they can get the rest of it. The sons that you don't get, they be hoping, they be like, I hope this nigga die pretty soon. How long you think he can live? 55?
That's white culture.
No. Anybody that sits around, and expect a handout, if anybody sits around and expect a handout, niggas sit around and expect a handout. That nigga will give.
Love our parents. As black culture is just embedded.
Bullshit, man.
We have a loyalty.
I know black people that can't stand their fucking parents.
I love my mom. Even my mom.
You know what I'm saying?
I love her.
Shit. So we sit around and expect handouts. That's the same way when he gets. No, it's not. I can pull. Matter of fact, hold on.
He's a billionaire.
I can pull up where a billion.
Why the fuck should his daughter have to work?
Hold on, time out.
He just paid his ex-wife. That's not her mother. $500 million.
The judge did that. That ain't for the. He been sending her money up till she's 38.
So tell me.
He done gave her millions of dollars.
His ex-wife deserves $500 million, but his
Ask
daughter,
the judge.
Don't deserve it.
Hold on.
In his cabinet.
Ask the judge. Ask the judge. Ask the judge that.
Why the fuck should a billionaire's daughter have to go get a job?
Ask the judge because that's what you do in life.
Because she's black.
That's what you do in life. And that's what niggas. That same way. If that same way you got niggas. Hold on. That same way you got niggas running around talking about you got to teach them financial literacy. If you don't know financial literacy and you don't learn it, I'm gonna give a fuck at what age.
All right, LB.
Then you deserve to be broke.
LB, listen, dog.
You can't talk about financial literacy. Do you have the opportunity to learn financial literacy?
No, but I teach my son.
And why no?
All right, let me tell you something.
Why not no?
My son. I want to get a story.
Tell me no. Answer no. I don't want. Answer. Tell me why not.
The other day, my son had a conversation with me. Shout out to my son, and he said to me his bank account. Right. This is me teaching him financial literacy. He told me what he has in his bank account. I said to my son, son, I know adults that don't got that type of money in their bank account. You're doing the right thing. Don't go out and buy a car. Don't do no stupid shit. You're on a better path than I've ever been on. And you have way more money than I had in my bank account. So, son, don't change your routine. Stick to the guns. You're 19 years old. Continue to build and build wealth. You're 19
Yeah.
years old and already starting right. And the number you said, you were like not even impressed by. The number you told me, I'm like, nigga, me and your mama was making $100,000 a year and didn't have that in our bank account. So you're doing the right thing. So that's teaching him financial literacy.
Are you teaching him that with children? Are you teaching them that
What do you
with,
mean?
hold on,
As a child?
No. Are you teaching them that as someone that have kids to provide for, food to buy,
No,
lights
not
to
at all.
pay,
Not at all.
gas to pay? So
But
you're
when I
not
have
teaching
those
him that
but
then.
listen, when
You're not
start-
teaching him
when you
that
start
then.
fucking on
Because
somebody,
it's not real.
Listen.
It's not
Can I
real.
explain it? Why would I teach something to somebody that's not fucking?
Because he
How would I
has
teach him how to be a
he has to
parent?
move out. Fuck being a parent. Fuck, you have to move out and then pay rent
Come
and
and talk
then
about
keep
this
up.
school,
Okay, but I agree.
He gotta move out.
Hey, no, I still agree with him because even staying at our parents' house, growing up as a kid, nobody stacked up bandos.
Yeah,
We
that's
was
good. You
spending
know,
them
that's
money.
great. That because my kids work, they go buy weed.
Well, regardless of that, that's what he's saying.
You know what I'm
He's
saying?
saying the same
Go
thing.
buy weed. But then,
And my son
but,
don't. And my son don't.
but
That's my
again though, we're
Regardless
talking
of
about
that.
the realistic financial literacy. That's not it. Because he has to pay $700,
So, Elvie,
$800
what would you
rent,
suggest in
shoes,
teaching the kids
clothes,
financial literacy?
kids how to take kids, food, bill, lights, gas. That's not you. That's not it.
That's not his
That's
problem
not
right
reality.
now. That's not his problem right now.
But it will be one day.
Okay.
It will be one day.
I understand it, but
So how you teaching somebody and you ain't teaching them the real?
You're right.
teaching is by telling him, me and your mom had $100,000. We made $100,000 and didn't have
When
that.
you, hey, when you didn't have no
Do
respect,
you know financial literacy?
when you had no responsibility, did you stack up bandos?
Fuck no.
Exactly. So what he's saying is right.
But it's not the reality of it.
But LV, I can speak for you. You teaching me financial literacy. Let me. I'll be humble. I'll humble myself. You teach me a lot of things about financial literacy. So, like, I'll call you and ask you, hey, what should I do in this? Hey, how do you do stock? Hey, we had those conversations.
Yeah.
You teaching me that. But I also, the game you give me, because we had those conversations. And I got chills right there by saying that. But the game you give me is I report back to my son and say, hey, listen, it don't matter where the information comes from. I'm the leader in that home. I'm the leader around him. That's my job to give him that information. So, like I said, you would have said the same thing. If I told you the number, you'd be like, there's a adult that don't have that money. What are you talking about? Keep saving and stacking your bread. Because you're a big advocate for people that save. You like, you should save your money.
Right.
You should always have money. That's the way LV is.
Right.
He's a fucking saver. But I want to get back to the gist of it. As black culture, I don't know what the fuck is wrong with us. I'm saying it, yes.
You want something for free.
No. If my dad is a billionaire.
You want something for free.
If my dad is a billionaire.
Okay, let's break it
free.
down if your dad ain't a billionaire.
LeBron, we didn't let you go ahead, LeBron.
Yeah, no, it's all good. It's all good. I'm over my head. I tried a long time.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead. My bad.
What if your dad ain't a billionaire? Where do you start then?
No, well, I just always try to give my son money and tell him, look, this is not $100 I'm giving you just because. This $100 I worked hard for. This $100 cost me fucking 3 hours, 4 hours of overtime to get you this $100. I just have the money to give you. So I don't know. I don't know the start of it. I just know it needs to be
all that
done.
billionaire shit, that's over our heads.
Well,
so we need to cut that shit out of the conversation.
No, that's the conversation. We don't know. Let's not speak on our.
Well, even if we talk, so that's the same way.
If you're a billionaire,
She want to live somewhere she can't afford.
If you're a billionaire, and I know Laurent, he was just here the other week. I mean, 2 weeks ago.
I wish I can pull
Laurent
this shit
was just
up.
here 2 weeks ago.
I wish I could pull this shit
He found
up.
this polo shirt that was so nice online, and he said, "It don't fit me, but somebody in the house gonna wear it."
Yeah.
You know, because that's the mentality you have. Like it ain't about me.
Dr.
fly.
Dre, listen.
Somebody gonna wear this fly.
Hold on, time out.
So
if Dr. Dre leave that money to his kids, his name will be broke.
Why?
Because they haven't learned to do nothing up to this. They've been here half a century. And they haven't learned to do the bare necessities of life, which is take care of yourself.
Who problem is that after you gone? Who problem is that?
Huh?
Who problem is that after you gone?
Mine's. Because I work for that.
Well,
I grinded out the dirt.
Listen,
I grinded out the mud for that.
All right. So listen, can I explain this to y'all in a
I grinded that out the mud.
So
that's what you did it for.
Right,
you did that to
I did it for myself so I can live comfortably. He just happened to fuck bitches in between that.
Blue Ivy will never work a day in her life. But let's speak on this. All right, give another example. Smartest Dumb People sells tomorrow for $50 million. We all split it down the middle. We all got our millions of dollars.
What would you do with yours?
50% of it's going to my children.
Okay.
In a investment.
Money gone.
So what?
Money gone.
So what?
Okay. So then that's not realistic.
So if I die as a billionaire and my kids fuck off the billion, what the fuck does it matter?
Hold on.
No matter.
Because what about they? Hold on, time out. What about they children?
As a parent,
what about the children up under them? Hold on. You talking about generational wealth?
I want generational.
You're not talking about one generation of wealth.
So tell me,
generational wealth goes on and on. They ain't gonna get none because the mom's gonna blow it. The woman already said that Dr. Dre done gave her millions.
Why you say the mom's gonna blow it and you leaving it to their kids? To your kids.
The mom.
How's the mom gonna
hold
on. The mom of the grandchildren I'm talking about. Not the mom that gave birth to the daughter. I'm talking about the kids under the daughter.
I gotta read what Sissy said. Janice said, this is why we can't build generational wealth.
Because you don't know anything.
Can I say it? The Trump family is full of idiots, but they got rich through
Donald Trump is broke
because daddy passed it on. But Nisi's right though.
No, y'all don't
listen. I'm
Donald Trump is broke.
As black people.
Hold on.
I'm speaking on black people because that's the target audience and that's the ones that saying this.
My bad. Something people, for free.
We're expecting a billionaire and saying his.
You know how many people? Hold on.
If I was a billionaire and I found out a mother was homeless, a mother on the street was homeless, taking care of her kids, I would give her $1 million.
Then you would never be a billionaire. Because there's millions of people out here homeless. And so if you're taking care of every person that you found out, and you wouldn't be a billionaire.
How about
this man?
Hey, we ain't talking about everybody. We talking about your daughter. We ain't talking about everybody.
Break it down,
okay.
Quando.
We ain't talking about everybody.
And I'm gonna answer you, sir.
Okay.
And so that's
your daughter ain't gonna be sleeping in the car and you got meal tickets. Not one meal ticket. Your daughter ain't gonna sleep in the car.
It depends on our relationship for one. Two, if I'm just a bank and a paycheck and you don't fuck with me, I ain't giving you shit. If I didn't give you money, thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars for 40 years and you ain't done nothing, but it's still for me to pay until you die.
As long as daddy keeps, look, the breadwinner is daddy. Okay? Pause. That sounds a little weird. But the breadwinner is her father. He's Dr. Dre. He's not your average celebrity. He's a producer. He's an entrepreneur.
You don't think he can go broke?
He has one of the biggest companies
You think he can go broke?
No.
So how come? Listen, you know how many employees he got to pay?
All right, so listen.
Hold on. Do you know how many employees he got to pay?
Go broke.
Do you know how many families he got to take care of? He probably take care of from everyone. Dude, he owned businesses that can go bankrupt. The only reason why he's a billionaire because he went into business with a white dude.
We don't know that situation.
Well, no, I don't know their situation. But he wouldn't be a billionaire if he did not
we gotta read this because we got a white guy in the comments that said, I'm listening to you, three folks, and I see the man in the red hat stuck on white. Listen to the brother next to you. Looks like. To me, he's not stuck on white. Well, Mr. Barber, I don't have time to read that paragraph that you just sent in here. But I'm trying to bring. No, I don't. You read it.
I do.
You read it.
Hold on, Mr. Barber. Hold on, Mr. Barber.
It's not about black and white. I'm trying to explain to my people.
I'm listening to you, three folks, and I see one man with the red hat stuck on white. Listen to the brother next to you. Look like to me he's not stuck on white.
Well, that's the problem.
I know a lot of professionals. Hold on, bro. How you gonna grab my phone?
Let him finish. You didn't have time to read.
Yeah, how you gonna grab my phone?
No, you can't stop.
No, all the white people listening.
Now you want to cut it off.
All they heard was white, but they don't understand. I'm attacking my own people.
I understand. Let him read it.
Okay.
Okay. You didn't have time to read it.
It looks like to me he's not stuck on white. I know a lot of professionals that are black men that went to be very successful and still contribute to the black culture in a matter of probably doing the things that they do with their family, with their neighborhood, and what have you did. you let white people hold them back.
No, stop reading that. LB, he don't know no better.
So quit.
LB, he don't know no better.
So quit.
You thought he was. Listen,
I don't
sir,
think shit
sir,
about.
Sir,
I don't.
Sir, listen.
Hold on,
Listen. Niecy said it right though. My sister hopped under the comments and said.
He said white people don't think like that.
Okay,
I can pull up a white billionaire who said he's not gonna leave his kids shit.
Listen, this is the Karen in him. This is the Karen.
Pull up.
No,
Can you go somewhere on this?
LB, I gotta get this out, bro. Please.
Let me read.
Why that be Karen?
I'm gonna tell you what it is. Because the minute I spoke on white, he got stuck on white. He don't even realize I'm talking about my own people. You're not listening. You're not listening. His comments say, well, he's not. Well, listen, sir, you don't know nothing about black culture. Okay? I can tell by your profile picture. So I don't need to have that conversation with you. And I took time out of my day to insult my own people, which I love.
So you know something about white culture?
No. But
then why are you talking about, then how can you comment on it?
My sister said it best.
How
we
can
seen
you?
the Trump organization be ran by nothing
what are you
but
talking
idiots,
about?
and they're all millionaires.
Who said they idiots if they're millionaires?
Who said that?
Who did this? How can, listen, an idiot won't be a millionaire. That's just a fact. An idiot will get the money and blow it.
It can come
if it's given to you.
It can be generational.
If it's given to you.
But I want to say this, Chris Barber, thank you for tuning in, sir. But I'm trying to explain to you the white.
You know about white culture?
Can I say this, please, to the fan, Mr. Butler? I'm speaking on white, but I'm really attacking my own people. So you got to understand what's going on here. And I'm trying to say that we're the only ones that are arguing about a billionaire not taking care of his daughter in a car.
No, we're not.
And 90% of the black.
No, we're not.
Listen,
no, we're not.
But hey, Bill Gates.
Even if you bring it,
not Bill Gates. The other.
But I'm saying 90%.
He ain't giving his kids shit.
Even if we bring it down to our level, say we come on our level, our kids will still expect something from us, even though we living in poverty. Even though we live below the poverty line, they will still expect cars, clothes, $200 shoes, insurance be paid, cars be brought. But yes, and not all. Listen, you got motherfuckers that's lined up and lining up from the crossroads to the motherfucking Ford workers getting $200 Jordans that their parents cannot afford. Can't afford them.
But us as black culture, we will literally give our last because we came from poverty. So any type of movement out of poverty.
I live in poverty. If you got 4 children, if you ain't making over 100-some thousand, you live below the poverty line.
Exactly.
And I ain't making that.
Exactly. But hey, so do you not do it for your kids or not?
Thank you. Shout out to
it's a bottom line.
That's my dog right there. Shout out to Liz in here. She said he never was stuck on white. That's what I'm saying. Like I was attacking my own people, saying we have selfish behavior that we don't even know we have because we're sitting up here arguing about a billionaire. The argument is she need to get a job. Billionaire.
The best thing I can.
If I got $1 billion, my motherfucking kids.
No, they won't. No, your kids. If you got no, they working because your kids is gonna blow it. And if your kids don't blow it, that generation.
How you blow $1 billion when you have a corporation?
Go buy a fucking $500 million car.
How the fuck
you got rappers that buy $5 million cars?
This is like the Nike of fucking headphones.
He don't even own it no more. He sold it.
How can you say that? How can you
sold
say
it.
And you don't.
He sold it.
You ain't been in them shoes. You haven't been in those shoes. How you even know somebody gonna blow it?
I see athletes.
You seen athletes. Everybody ain't.
Have you seen athletes go broke?
No, we seen athletes making $50 million, not $1 billion.
Hold on, but you would say if you had $100 million, would you think that your kids would be okay?
Well, the goal is to be.
I'm asking you a question, man. Hold on. I'm asking you a question, just yes or no. If you had $100 million, these motherfuckers signed 4-year, $100 million contracts and be broke.
They blew it. But have you seen their kids blow it? You don't know what the fuck
it won't reach their kids. It won't reach their kids because they don't have the knowledge. They don't have the understanding. They don't know what money means.
The kids. We talking about the kids. You talking about
the kids
blowing their own money.
All right, so
hold on. Time out.
You talking about blowing their own money.
All right, let me say something. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So if you have a 40-year-old kid that haven't learned nothing by now in a half a century, and you think that you're going to hand over the money?
Enough money to create a business.
She said that she didn't get. Hold on. Time out. She said that he gave her millions of dollars. She said this out her mouth. He gave her millions of dollars.
He also gave his ex-wife.
No, the judge gave that. And so I'm quite sure that. Hold on, bro. So hold on, man. I'm quite sure that he paid child support for her too.
I don't give a fuck.
Up until she
Not
18.
seen none of that money. Her mama.
That's because the mom was fucked up, financially fucked up, and when he sent her millions of dollars.
What does that have to do with the daughter, though? I'm lost.
Because again, if you had $100 million, do you think that would last the generation of your kids and their family? It's just yes or no.
No, but let's
yes, it's
but
just supposed to.
But it don't even last a lifetime.
Can we keep this in balance? Because when LV used that, he's kind of doing a Jedi mind trick. So let's
No,
break it.
okay.
No, let me break it down. No, I'm about to tell you.
Not.
So you said if you have $100 million, listen. If you have $100 million and you have the right team and you have the right financial literacy, $100 million.
Always go on back on somebody else. Nobody take responsibility for
their
themselves.
cut it on time at 9 o'clock. When
All right, man, fuck that.
We started early. We started late.
We want to keep it going.
Oh, man,
but we want to keep it going.
Now, it all falls back to someone else. If you got.
This is listen. I don't care what y'all say. Our whole life.
She said enough.
All right, I'm about to break that.
That's enough. 37 years is enough.
Our whole life on videos and everything we've ever watched.
Everybody don't do it. Everybody ain't gonna act the same.
As black culture,
everybody ain't gonna act the same.
Let me say this is black culture though. Our whole life we watch people flashing money, and then they say he don't take care of, he don't pay child, he don't do this. Listen, our whole life we've been taught to fend for ourselves, unless you're a parent. Now that could change if you become a parent or whatever the case may be.
A parent is supposed to look out for their seed.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the fuck. Hey,
what's the
argument? Hey, you saying don't get a kid nothing? I don't know. You saying
no? That's not a kid. She's 40. She probably only got 20 more years life to live. She's almost fucking dead. He's been taking care of her whole life. Okay, so what the fuck difference does that make? Donald Trump is 85. So what fuck difference? She's probably got 10, 15, 20 years left on this earth. The average black person.
Let me put my last spill out. Let me put my last spill out.
Go ahead, sir.
Dre's a billionaire. Okay, he's a billionaire.
Right.
LeBron's a billionaire.
If I'm a billionaire, I don't have to give my kid everything, but you're gonna get some big. Hey, you're gonna get a lump.
Yeah.
How about that?
But you got to give her a lump with literacy behind it. Like baby, you want to do the clothing store.
I don't even give a fuck what they gonna do with it. That's what they gonna do.
That's what she said. My yo-yo, me on the same point.
Bring your ass up here. You know
read what she said, and that's what I'm on.
Yo-yo said, listen.
I help anybody that's helping themselves.
Yeah.
If my kids are responsible as fuck, then yes, I got them for life. But if they leeches and lazy and irresponsible, then fuck them. Well,
that's how I can't take care of nobody that want to take care of themselves. That's the same way. If I'm asking you for help and you helping me, but you see I'm not trying to help myself, you know what you gonna say? Come on, dog.
We ain't talking about pennies on a dollar though. We talking about
it doesn't matter what amount.
And we ain't talking about homies, cousins, and friends. But niggas
hold on. And I know. So that same way, my son, I paid his rent. It was $700. Well, I paid his rent, but then I paid the girl who
but we're the average normal working. We don't.
I live in poverty. Hold on. I live in poverty.
Okay.
So I gave him my check.
Yeah, you
basically.
You did a fatherly thing.
I gave him my check. Can I do that every month?
No. If you had a billion, you could.
Thank you, Ron.
No, hold on. But hold on, time out. But hold on, time out.
You talking about $700 rent.
Yeah.
Hold on.
That's it.
But you talking about
house anyway.
Look. Hold on, time out.
Why don't she have a house?
Hold on, time out.
Why don't she have a house paid for?
Hold on, time out.
Let's talk about
because
that.
I don't know. She been giving. Hold on, time out.
Hey, it's levels.
She been giving. Hold on.
That nigga on that level.
Hold on. She been giving millions of dollars. That she said.
You brought an example. Hold
on, sir.
No,
hold on,
wasn't a good one.
Hold on. So if we talk about on her level, and she got $150,000 a month mortgage because she want to stay in Calabasas.
No, you ain't gonna
California.
You're not gonna live in your car, but I will get you an apartment.
No, well,
In Calabasas.
I don't give a fuck. You ain't gonna live in your car.
Yeah, you gonna
make a long story short.
She'll end up in the car eventually.
And if you can't afford,
She'll end up in the car eventually.
I'll set aside for your taxes.
So hold on. So take it. Hold on. Time out.
She can live on Potter Street for $250,000 houses right now.
Hold on. So hold on. Time out.
You tell me you set aside
hold on. Time out.
$3 million for her.
These hold on. These that same way the Menendez brothers. You know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay. You know how much money they ran through in 9 months?
I remember watching a documentary on it.
How much money did they run?
$500,000.
Bullshit.
How much?
They banned $500,000 Ferrari off the showroom floor.
I don't know about that. I gotta check
the
that
millions.
Bring no dumbass examples like that.
Nigga, that's the real.
Fuck about no
so you give some. Why?
Was she staying in the Bugatti? Was she staying in the Bugatti in her car? Was her car?
She wasn't gonna stay in shit. She probably a junkie. She probably taking care of niggas. She probably got niggas living off of her. She probably got all kinds of shit. Hold on. Say she ain't a junkie. Say she just sitting up taking care of niggas.
I really want to talk about the meth head neighbor that went viral. Can we please?
I don't give a fuck about no bitch.
Hey, now 10. Let me get 10 minutes next time. I want to keep going.
I don't give a fuck about no meth head bitch doing gymnastics.
I have tried to go. I have tried to get.
Won't be no shit.
I have tried to go longer a lot of times.
We done with that topic. I wanted to knock this topic out. White lady goes viral for her polls and her actions on this video. Let's talk about this for 5-10 minutes. We out here. All right,
man. The white boy already called you out, man. Said you on some white shit, and then you go. Why you gonna block him?
I'm just
white motherfucker.
Opinion is great. Listen, everybody got opinion.
Look. Let's watch the video. So neighbor got into it with her neighbors because they own meth and shit. And she was being paranoid. She felt that he was making fun of her boyfriend, and this is the actual.
I have a question. When y'all got out of the car the other day, and my old man was right here, why was y'all being rude? Because that right there made him cry all motherfucking night.
Rude about what?
Laughing at him.
About what?
I don't know. Y'all were sitting, your old lady was sitting right here staring at him, and so were y'all's friends, and y'all were cracking up. When you came out, you looked at him too.
Oh, no, we just got
Well,
back.
No, don't answer no stupid ass question.
That's not stupid. I'm just asking.
I promise you that every day I come out here from now on, I'm going to make fun of you every time I walk out the door. Every time I go in the door, I'm going to make fun of you.
Well,
I don't
just
care.
like I'm going to do you.
I don't care if you sit over there and cry yourself to sleep every night.
Well, you don't have to.
But if you don't break your ass over there.
I want you to put me out. I want you to do it.
Man, he can't put you in jail.
I know we
can't.
can't.
Hell, you son of a...
Get the hell out of this
No,
yard.
you put me out.
You got
He's going to put me out.
5 minutes. Get the fuck out of this yard, you stupid fucking bitch.
Hey, you need to quit calling her
Get
goddamn
the
name.
fuck over there.
Hey, you do something about it. You call him now, you sorry son of a bitch.
What are you gonna fucking do?
You do something.
Put your fucking
You
hands
got
on me.
him do something.
I want you to touch me.
I want you to put me out of this
So
yard.
fucking bad.
Put me out of this yard.
Touch me.
Put you in jail.
You want me out of this yard? Put me out.
Daughter. I'm not prissy. You guys just need to
Shut
leave
up.
us alone.
Just
He
be quiet.
needs to leave
I
us
asked a simple
alone.
question.
Get the fuck
Put me
out of this
out.
fucking yard.
Come on. No.
No, I want him to put his
Get
hands
the
on
fuck
me.
out. I'm telling you.
Put your
Fine.
hands on him.
Get
I
the
want you to
fuck
put your
out
hands on
of the
me.
fucking
Fuck
yard. Get the fuck out of here.
Put your hands on me.
Come on. Come on. Get the fuck out.
Oh, your voice got deep.
Leanne.
But now it's back.
Come on. Come on. Get the fuck.
You put your
Let's
hands
go.
on. Fuck
Let's
you.
go. You two. Let's
Put
go.
me out. No.
Whoa. No, you're all gonna
You
get
back
the
the
fuck out.
fuck up.
Get the fuck out. Keep
No.
going. Keep going.
We're going to call this going viral for all the wrong reasons. So basically, this lady was questioning her neighbor, saying that he was laughing at her husband. But we all know they own meth. They in this location. What I didn't like about the video that I never got around to, because the video was 3 minutes long and we like to keep it to at least a minute and 30 seconds. In the video, he tells his wife to hold his phone. And his wife is sitting there recording it. Babe, no, stop. Babe, no, stop. He's fighting 5 people. Ma'am, put the phone down. Call the cop first.
Right.
And then go help him fight. Why are you recording this fiasco? So my opinion on this situation is that this man allowed his wife to... I ain't gonna lie, I probably would have broke up with the wife.
Who ate more collard greens? What are we talking about right here now?
Who said that?
Chris said, you probably think grits are, let me not go there, brother. LOL. Definition, not golden boy. Man, fuck a grit, man. Don't nobody give a fuck about no grits, dog. Hey, look, Chris, I was going to give a shout out to you, but now you bugging. Don't nobody give a fuck about no food, man. You know what I'm saying? That's just like you saying you ate more watermelon than the next motherfucker. What are you talking about? I ain't never ate a grit in my life.
But Chris, let's keep.
Hold on, time out. I ain't never ate a grit in my life.
Either, bro.
I gotta see
Chris,
what you're talking about.
I ain't never ate a grit in my life.
Shout out to Katie. She said, "Did you just type probably ate more collard greens than you?"
What the fuck is he talking about?
You, Katie.
That's what's wrong. That's what's wrong. Listen, Chris. Listen, that's
what I'm trying to explain. The minute a white person hears white, they couldn't wait to stand up for white people. But when we broke it down, but when we broke it down in layman's terms and said, listen, I'm talking about my own culture. He still got ready. He was waiting for.
I couldn't even read that emotional ass shit, man. Christina.
No, we like the show. Chris, come every show. We on every Tuesday, 7:30.
Hey, man, you the top favorite friend, Christina.
Hey, make sure you like and share.
But you talking about some motherfucking grits. I ain't never ate no motherfucking grits. Unless it was too...
hey, man, I love it.
Hold on.
We got a troll. We got a troll in the building. Make sure you like and share.
Hold on. Unless it was motherfucking
our first troll. This is our first troll besides Vicky.
That nigga ain't no.
This is our first troll besides the homies. Besides the homies.
That nigga ain't no troll. That nigga homeless.
That's not a troll.
That nigga homeless.
That ain't no.
That ain't funny.
He's trolling.
Listen, cream of wheat is the only grit that I ate.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? I don't even know what the fuck you talking about. A grit or collard green. Hold on, man.
Shrimp and grits, but I don't have no.
I don't like them together.
Shout out to Larry in the building.
Larry Love in the building. Yeah, man, Chris, you bugging, man.
My shit ain't updated, so I miss all that shit.
He said what? He brought up food, ties, family, etc. Things that had nothing to do with. Oh, man, listen. You can't be embarrassed because he brought up grits. These motherfuckers been killing, robbing, stealing since the inception, since they been here. They never been able to get along with nobody on the fucking fat face of this earth. They have dropped bombs on men, women, and children across this motherfucking country. They have done the most horrible. They have done the most horrible things that you can even fucking imagine.
You expect them to come in the comments
that you can even fucking follow protocol. Don't be embarrassed by that. Don't be embarrassed by that.
Hey, listen.
Don't be embarrassed by that.
But you gotta let me finish this spiel before we go, bro. Say your piece before we go.
Well, don't be embarrassed by that.
All right, so listen.
That's just a small shit.
Yeah, all right.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't rip motherfuckers by horse.
All right,
they didn't tie motherfuckers together by. Come on, man.
These bills one more time. Make sure y'all tune in to the Backpack Drive. We'll be at Elmwood Park Tuesday, 5 to 7. Bring your kids. Bring yourself. We're gonna have free food. We're going to do all of those things. Chris
is top fan, man. Listen, I can take a joke.
Listen,
and I can give a joke.
Shout out to all of the sponsors. Shout out to Robin. Shout out to Yo-Yo. Shout out to Navion. Shout out to Walmart Pharmacy. Shout out to Chris Butler. They all held it down.
Chris Barber. Oh, no, you talking about
Chris Butler.
Oh, okay. I'm worried about this white boy. All right,
but
Chris.
Listen, we know y'all had recent storms. You need your roofing siding done, gutters done. Better contact Chris at 402-669-3472. Before we go out of here, I wanted to pay the bills, but we're out of here. This is the smartest dumb people. LV the Great, Anthony that dude Johnson, Quando Rondo. Y'all have a great night.